Let it flow.
Welcome back, guys. I'm one of your hosts, AJ, and joined with me is a full cast that we've never had before.
What?
Because it is time to end the show. Joined with me, as always, is Big Poppa.
Cubs win! Cubs! Oh, wait. I am so sorry. Cubbies Back to the Future was wrong.
They were almost right, though.
They were close. I mean, close. They weren't quite there in time, but they were close.
I know the Cubs fans, myself included, were thinking it was about time that they make it to and win the World Series again.
Then they...
But they weren't able to. Joined with me to my right is a returning special guest, Simon. How's it going?
It's going pretty good.
Are you a Cubs fan, Simon?
I am not. No.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not a sports fan in general. But...
Gotcha. Well, you're on the right show because we don't really talk about sports except for here and now.
We did one.
We did one. We did an episode all about sports. And our youngest member, who is crying, hails.
Snape. Severus Snape. Dumbledore!
Oh my good lord.
Time to stop that.
So, Loot Crate's theme is time.
Time?
Time.
Okay.
Time. So it offered exclusive items. This is a totally 100% exclusive crate from Back to the Future, Doctor Who, and Bill and Ted.
That's all about time travel.
It is all about time travel, and I am very excited, so I think it's time to unbox this
All
crate.
right.
It is time.
So, Hales, you are way over there.
Yep.
You want to unbox this crate
Yes!
for the final time?
Yes!
Are you sure?
Unless we can go back in time and do it all again.
We could. This could all restart. Anything is possible with time travel. Go.
Let's do this.
Time to take a drink.
Are you guys ready for all the exclusives?
All the exclusives. Let's bring it. It is time.
How many times can we get exclusives? Score.
All right. You choose. You go first. What do you want to pick?
I'm going to dive in.
You're going to dive in? You're going to dig deep?
Yeah.
Digging deep.
Dig deep.
Going hardcore.
Oh, Back
It's
to
not
the
waste
Future,
time.
Part 2, Hoverboard.
Hoverboard. Wait
Hoverboard.
a minute. Did any of us predict the hoverboard?
I don't know.
Did
Let's
we?
go back in time.
Let's go back in time and find out.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what we got.
Okay, so it says it's
Dibs.
a scale replica. There's this little note. This is a document certificate.
Yep, let's see what it says. While you look at that, it says the document certifies this 1/5 scale replica of the Back to the Future 2 hoverboard was created by Quantum Mechanics Inc. under license from Universal exclusively for Loot Crate.
Look at
Really
this.
cool. It's really cool.
At
That
this
is
point in
pretty
time,
epic.
it looks like it's hovering.
It does, with the mirror.
Guys want to see it?
Yeah,
It's
that's-
time to check it out.
From
that's
Back
right.
to the Future 2. And I watched that the other day.
That's right, it was on. We watched it on October 21st, 2015.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was time.
it's time to watch it again. I gotta go home and watch it this time.
Simon, I think it's your time to pick something out of the box.
This is my time. I think I am going to pick this.
What is this?
The Sonic Spork.
Bless you.
Spoon!
Yeah,
Not
Like,
basically.
no, it's not spoon.
Sporks confuse me in general, but this was really this was really cool. I'm a pretty big Doctor Who fan. It's metal, so it's
That's
actually,
a plus.
yeah. So it's actually, you know, like it's not. It's pretty well built. Yeah.
What's that button do?
Nothing, unfortunately.
Ooh, I was
Yeah,
a little
no,
scared.
right?
Yeah. Could have ended
Don't
everything.
press.
We could just went back in time and had not pressed it.
What if we
Yeah.
went forward in time?
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna do anything
See
this
the
time.
future. And Back to the
But-
Future 2, you see the future.
But yeah, it's a really it's a nice tool with multiple uses.
Perfect. Can we get into the dynamic of what is a spork?
A spork is essentially a combination. It's a hybrid, if you will,
Yes.
of a spoon and a fork.
What is
It allows
this?
you to, let's say, you're eating soup,
Mm-hmm.
or you also want to eat ice cream, but then you also want to eat spaghetti. Like maybe put it all together.
Wow.
Did they predict this in Back to the Future 2 that we would have a spork
I think sporks were invented back then.
in 1985?
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
I don't believe you.
I don't
That was
believe
like that was that like classic high school lunchtime cafeteria time like food in that time
No.
frame.
So what I'm going to need is a bowl of ice cream, a bowl of spaghetti, and a bunch of time traveling magazines to verify this claim.
Yes.
Yes.
We need time to do it all.
What is
Yes.
the inn supposed to be, though?
It's part of Doctor Who's.
I haven't seen Doctor Who.
Well,
Sonic laser thing.
Simon, tell us what about this?
So what the doctor, if you will, has
Dr. Dre?
Dr. Dre.
Yes.
Dr. Dre has a sonic screwdriver. Essentially, the screwdriver is his tool. He can open doors with it. He can sometimes scan like life forms. It's basically almost like a passive lightsaber.
Kind of like a spork. It's a multi-tool.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Now we see where they're going with
Ah,
this. Yeah.
Light bulb.
Light bulb. Cool.
time.
Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
I'm gonna put that right there.
Awesome. I'm going to go with Doc Brown because I like the Pops.
Pops.
Not the old people.
It's time to talk about the Pops.
Not the cereal. This is a Doc Brown exclusive Loot Crate Pop. And as you can see, he's holding something with electricity on it with his big goggles.
What is that?
What is what? His big goggles?
Come on, you
Or
should
is
know what that
electricity?
electricity thing is.
That is when he was running the experiment in his garage to simulate the DeLorean and what they needed to do to simulate the lightning strike that was coming up. For sure.
Yes.
And you know what he's probably thinking right now?
It's time we go back in time.
That and Great Scott! Electrified. And there's only one item left.
He
No,
said that
well,
quite a few times in that movie.
He did, and I think it is your time to choose.
I will take this time and look at this, and I'm sure this is a timepiece of
It's
some
like
sort.
this timepiece? No,
What is it?
it's a shirt.
It looks like a mini shirt to me, honestly.
That's because you're so large.
Excellent to
Be
each
excellent.
other.
Be
Oh,
excellent
hey,
to
there
each
you go.
other.
Be excellent to each other. Bill and Ted,
Is
excellent
this-
adventure.
How long has it been since you've seen Bill and Ted? I think it might be time for you
Last
to watch
year.
it again.
I might have to watch it again because it's
I love
been
that
a long time since I've watched it. It don't have much on it except for Bill and Ted, and then the Be Excellent to Each Other and Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Which was kind of their slogan, be excellent to each other.
Oh, yeah.
Which kind of transcended time because they were in the future and that was kind of everybody's motto.
I was half right on the prediction, kind of.
You kind of were. You got the Bill and Ted. You just didn't
T-shirt.
get the,
I still think my idea, the T-shirt, would have
meshing,
set time apart and just
mesh
awesome.
the Doctor
Have,
Who. And
has there ever been a Loot Crate with a pop and a t-shirt?
No, this is the first time, at least since we have been part of this show, that we have had a T-shirt and a pop.
there's been plenty of times that we've had
Yeah.
one or the other.
Yep.
So
Do what
there's
you always do, Hales.
2 items. The first one, you guys should all know this. I do the pins. The monthly pins says Loot Crate. Then it has the picture of whatever the month's theme is. And what is that, Simon?
That's a good question.
That is a flux capacitor.
Yes.
It is what makes time travel possible.
I was looking more at the We Love You.
Well, we love you too, Simon. Thank you very much for sharing your feelings.
And then also we can have
We
this.
almost need to roll
book.
back time for a second and replay that.
No, there's no time. We must keep going forward.
Time is valuable. But we also always get a book with the theme on it, and then it tells us about the items, and then the Mega Crate, and then it looks like it has like a poster kind of thing with a quiz on it from Doctor Who.
It's on the backside of that. That's something about time.
Says out.
Out of time, the valuable license plate that is on the back.
It had something to do with time.
It did. It did.
And then it has a quote from Doc Brown.
What does it say?
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
That's right.
What time in the movie did he say that?
At the end and the beginning. So
So
wrap your mind around
two
that.
times he said it in the movie.
He did. So you know what else might be time for?
Don't know what time it is.
Valuing.
It's time to value this crate.
It's time.
Big Papa,
What time is it?
it is time for you to do what you do when you scour the internet far and wide to value this crate, because Loot Crate claims that there's over a $40 value for the low monthly fee of less than $20 shipped to your door. What did you find out?
You know, I've done this plenty of times,
Yeah.
and this time I can't let you down either.
Well, this is going to be the final time.
I took the time out and I figured out all the cost on all this stuff. And, this time the shirt is going to stay the same, and it's about $15 just like every other time. The pop figures, we still do it every time, about $10 to $15. So that's, $30 right there. This time with the spork and the hoverboard, it's hard to put values on things like that. This time I'm going to put a value of $10 on the spork. And for the hoverboard, because it's such an exclusive item, and it's pretty sick, and they even sent you that they made it specifically this time for Loot Crate, we're going to put a $25 price value this time on that item.
I think that's fair.
And I think it's the first time that they actually put a certificate of authenticity for something.
Yes, very well.
So
They sent something with it with the Hydra, but it wasn't like a certificate
right.
or anything. But I agree. I think this is the first time they've sent a certificate. Good catch on that, Simon. I didn't even pick up on that. So this time we've came out with a $65 value, about approximately, which if we go back in time and look at things, with the 4 items, we don't get that much until recently, until now in time, except back when we were doing the nerd block. During that time, we were getting 4 items, and it was in that $60 price range. So really, Loot Crate now in time is keeping up with the price on your nerd blocks and the values of those.
Perfect. Well, thank you for doing that in a timely manner. We appreciate that.
No problem, anytime.
I think it is time for us to rate this crate. As we have done so many times before, it is time for us to rate this crate. However, we now have a panel of 4.
It's the time crate.
It is time to rate the crate. I just said it was time.
I said it's a time crate. You didn't say it was a time crate.
Well, it was
So
implied.
I took that essence that it was a time crate because you didn't say that. It could have been something else other than
We're
the
not
time
timing the time crate, but we should probably get back on track.
And it was implied because we're doing time.
crate. Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to go around the bench one at a time and have you guys pick your favorite item and your rating, starting with Hales.
In the time crate.
Okay, so I was a little disappointed that there was only 4 items, but they turned out to be really, really good. There's only one I don't know of, and it's the Doctor Who, because I've never seen the show, and it doesn't seem interesting to me, but then people has been talking about it, and it's been getting my interest. But my favorite item was the hoverboard. I thought it'd be cool to have a hoverboard now, and when I learned that it was the day of the day in the movie, I was like, why don't we have hoverboards?
Which we kind of do.
Yeah,
Kinda.
kind of. But
It's just not the right time.
my value of the crate was 9.6.
The hoverboard's time will come.
9.2.
9.2, yep. So how do you, I know you're not a big fan of Doctor Who, but how do you feel about sporks? What if that was just a plastic spork in the box? Would that make your rating go up?
No.
Would it make your rating go down?
Yes.
Is
The
it,
spork. Well, first, we don't use anything on here besides your Simpson wallet. Because, especially the spork, we don't know where that's been.
Because
And I
Timmy's
want
wearing
to
a shirt.
eat a spork.
we don't know where the spork's went. That's true. Wow, ponder that one for a minute.
Let's take the time out and think about that.
If we could go back in time and trace the elements of this spork.
It's at least been at the Loot Crate.
A couple different times, I imagine.
Which is where? Do we know where it's located?
Not exactly. It's top secret headquarters. That's what I was told anyway. I tried to find them and
What?
go greet them in person and say hello, thank you, and they told me no. They wouldn't give me
Not
the
this
address
time.
and said it was top secret. Simon,
Wasn't able to get in this time. I also agree. I rated the
about the spork.
about the yes, no, the hoverboard was definitely my favorite. I'm a collector of
Things that don't exist yet.
yes, and 1/6 scale figures. Have a 1/5 scale replica. Especially the fact that it's a replica, the packaging of it is really cool. Plus, just the overall presentation of it. And a certificate of authenticity. Thank you, Andy.
You're welcome.
This is a major big deal for me. I love exclusive items. I love certificates of authenticity. It would be really, really cool if on this they said what number this is out of how many they printed.
That's
or
what
how
I
many
was
they
looking for when I read
created,
it
you know?
earlier, yeah.
Maybe
Um,
next time they can do that.
Maybe next time. And what would be really, really cool about this is, and I mean,
If fingerprints didn't show up on the mirror?
if fingerprints didn't show up on the mirror, and if they somehow, and Big Pop and I were talking about this a little bit ago, but if they somehow had like magnetic bases right here and two little magnets right here, but that would make
The polar opposites.
So without this.
yeah, the value would skyrocket,
Oh yeah.
granted, but it would still be, it would be amazing.
Perfect.
Maybe AJ can take the time out and do
Yeah,
that.
maybe.
I will mod that hoverboard. That's my new show. We're going to mod the hoverboard.
Mod the hoverboard.
Mod the hover Big Poppa.
All right, so it is pretty rare when I take the time out and rate something as high as I did this time.
This is true.
Uh-oh.
So, I mean, this time I went above and beyond and gave it a perfect score.
Perfect
What?
score.
Perfect score.
What?
First time in the history of
Time.
this time. Yes. I mean, first time I've ever had a perfect score. I think it's the first time we've ever had a perfect score on the crate rate.
We have. And there's no time like the present to have this happen.
You're exactly right.
Because
That's
there is no
why-
tomorrow.
That's why this time I'm giving it the perfect score because of the time elements that I love in this time box.
So you gave it a 10.
See,
I gave it a 10.
Why didn't you just say that?
the past
I
is
don't
great.
know. I mean, it's just so much fun.
I think you could have just made everybody...
Okay, if I could go back in time and relive this time period, I would have just said I gave it a 10.
I feel like you wasted
I
everybody's
did
time.
not. Yes, I don't know what to
See,
say.
this is how you do it.
You're wasting my time now.
AJ here.
And the viewers' time.
I gave it a 10 as well. That's a perfect crate. And here's why. My favorite item was the hoverboard, but transcending on that, it is time to move on to something else.
Another
I
time
don't
where
have time for
all four of us have rated one thing as our number one.
Yes, that is true. This is the unanimous number one is the hoverboard item, which is really
Very
cool,
true.
really cool. But I thought even though there was only 4 items, everything fit into the exclusive,
It worked.
packaging. So Loot Crate hit that time right on the head and knocked it out of the park, I thought. It's a nice way to end. So, Human Calculator, it is time for you to do your thing. And what is our final crate rate?
This time it came out as a 9.6 for the time crate.
I think that's our highest out of all of them.
That would be our highest.
Out of any time we've done a value.
Oh, that is
Or rating.
amazing. So,
This time I'll give
We're
it.
done.
Forever in time.
Next time when we do the beer drinking,
yes.
we'll do another one.
And
Okay.
there will be a next time.
Plenty of times.
I'm
There'll
excited.
be options.
Well, I think that wraps up our final episode, guys. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to these videos because you never know when we might come back just for that spur of the moment unboxing or
Sometime in
maybe
the
something more
future.
epic. Check out Nate698, his channel. He's got his dream project coming up here. Subscribe to anybody and everybody that's followed us because we are definitely thankful for that. We're still going to keep our Twitters alive. Have a conversation with us.
Yeah.
Start them. We never know what we're going to have happen. Check out Hale's World coming soon. New episodes Tuesdays and Thursdays. She's going to be doing a lot of blind bags challenges, toy reviews, things of that nature, and she giggles a lot. So make
I
sure you
do.
do that. Simon's got a lot of different things on the works. You also have a Vine, don't you, Simon?
I do have Vine. I am a frequent Viner.
And what is that Vine?
The Vines, they usually are just me laughing and yelling.
See,
But-
two people like to laugh as well.
Yeah.
And your Twitter is, Simon?
At Nomus3883, Nomus is Simon backwards.
Perfect. Hales?
Hailstorm 3107.
Big Papa?
U.S. beer traders.
And AJ is at the crate rate. And for the final time, guys, keep crate rating.
It's only a matter of time.